Hello there everyone, my name is Griffin, and today we're going to be talking about how to install Windows Subsystem for Linux, or more commonly referred to as WSL. So first things first, what is WSL? Well, basically it is a compatibility layer made for running Linux binaries natively on Windows 10. So it's almost like a virtualized Linux distribution running inside Windows. This is very useful for things such as Git, or if you're like me and learning C programming, where you can connect WSL to Visual Studio Code and compile C files to binaries using Linux. There are many practical uses for WSL, but if you want to learn more, I will leave a link in the description below. Now on with the video. To install WSL, the first thing you need to do is open up your start menu and start typing Windows features. You should see something like this. Now open it and scroll down till you see Windows Subsystem for Linux. Check that box and click OK. It should download and install all the required files. Once it is done, let your PC reboot and we shall come back for the next step. Alright, so now that the PC has booted up, the next step is to choose a distribution. So open up your Microsoft Store. Click search and type in Ubuntu. Now this is one of the friendliest distros around, but if you prefer others, there's also Debian, Alpine, Kali, OpenSUSE and some others too. Now once you choose a distro, select the app page and click Get. If it asks you to log in to your Microsoft account, you can, but I chose not to, so I click the X. Now just sit tight, and depending on your internet connection, it should be done installing very soon. Once it is done, you should get a notification from Windows saying the app is installed, but I didn't show it on screen as I had my notifications off for this video. Launch the app and wait for it to finish installing. Once it does, it will ask you to set a username and a password. This can be different from the ones that you set for your Windows login if you so desire. However, the hostname of the WSL terminal will always be the one that is set in your Windows settings. If you want to change that, you can. And there you have it. Now you have Ubuntu installed in your Windows. The next thing you should do is sudo apt update and sudo apt upgrade, so you can have the latest updates for all the packages needed for Ubuntu to function properly. After upgrading the packages, what I shall do to prove that WSL is not a virtual machine is obtain a program called NeoFetch. That program will tell us the information about our machine, like what kind of CPU do we have and how much RAM is it using. If this was a virtual machine, it would tell us that we have far fewer threads on our CPU and far less RAM at our disposal. But as you can see, they are both shared with the host system, which is Windows. Wsl is a pretty nifty thing to have, especially since the update to WSL version 2 is just around the corner, considering Microsoft is going to release WSL 2 with Windows 10 2004 update coming probably in May of 2020, which should bring a lot of improvements to the I/O and the overall usability of WSL, like for example soon Docker will be able to use WSL and such. So if you enjoyed this video, please make sure to leave a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will catch you in my next video. Goodbye.